Yeah, yeah, Imran. You haven't even touched your food. What are you watching your weight?
Dude, in 40 years, have you ever heard of me dieting?
Well, maybe you should. We're both doctors, and people are going to look at us funny if we're a little chunky.
I don't have the kind of fat pressure that you primary care types have. As a cardiologist, my patients just look at the history of people whose life I prolonged, mashallah.
Well, you do have a reputation in Buffalo, New York, Imran. I do have to give you that.
Anyway, can I get you another drink?
Another drink? Well, Rahila's going to get pretty upset, Imran. We've had two already. And look, I'm curious. Tell me something. It's been 40 years since we've been drinking in this garage because your wife Rahila won't let you drink in the house. Do you think at the end of the day she's won the whiskey war?
She thought you could change me. You know, as I've gotten older, I have become more spiritual, but I'm not big on rituals.
Well, Imran, speaking of rituals, I know it's a touchy subject, sensitive, but look, this is why I actually came over today.
Okay.
Look, we have to talk about how this wedding ceremony is going to happen and what we're going to do.
Yeah, Rahila is very uncomfortable with the temple wedding ideas. Looking at statues of gods is almost like having whiskey inside her house. She struggled with this whole thing from day one.
Yeah, but we're all struggling, Imran. My wife is the only one who's so easygoing about this whole thing. And I told Richa, I said, look, don't you have some sort of sentiment, some feeling about all this? I mean, it's a big deal.
Come on, man. It's easier for her, Rajiv. She's an atheist. These things don't matter to her.
Well, at the end of the day, they matter to me. I don't know how I feel about Rahila not accepting our Hindu traditions. Shilpa is already affected by how our relationship with Rahila has changed. I mean, Shilpa, as my daughter, would come over and play and have been babysit by Rahila. And but the minute the kids told us that they want to get married, Rahila just, I don't know, things became very awkward.
All of our worlds were turned upside down that night, man.
Yeah, yeah. But I thought, we were different. We're highly educated. I'd like to think we have a higher IQ than the average they see. We integrated into American culture so well, we're balanced people. Even Americans look up to us, we're physicians and we have a certain status in society. And I figured, if anyone could come up with a reasonable solution here, it would be us.
Yeah, I did too. I had no idea how strongly I felt about it. I'm not a religious guy, but I have family in Pakistan who I feel very close to. What they think really matters to me. I feel like a failure in this aspect of life.
All right, let me get this straight. You're saying that your son Adam marrying my daughter Shilpa is a failure? Well, you know, I don't know. I was so proud of our relationship, our friendship, Imran. I mean, we've known each other for 40 years, and we came to Buffalo together, set our practice up at the same time, and our kids went to the same schools. I mean, we spent Diwali at my house, Eid at yours. I'd turn around and brag to my family whenever a bunch of nut jobs turned around and said, "Hey, why are you friends with a Muslim?" I would say, "No, my friend Imran and his family are so accepting of us, and we have such a great relationship. I don't know what you're talking about, but I gotta say, with the tension and awkwardness between us lately, I I don't know if I was right."
Yeah, I didn't think they were do such a thing. I didn't want them to, man, but they did. I had a feeling that the kids had something going, the way they would smile at each other at parties and stuff, and they would take rides to the 7-Eleven in the middle of a dinner party. I mean,
Look,
I,
Imran, wait. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. They just fell in love.
oh, come on, man. It's not that simple. You make it sound like a bloody Bollywood movie, Rajiv. This is serious business. What religion will the kids follow? The grandkids, and what rituals will they observe?
Why can't they observe both? That's how India survived all these years. We
Oh,
accept, we
no,
tolerate.
come on, Rajiv.
What?
Look, let's not gloss over the bad stuff, the ugly stuff. Many Muslims died during the partition. It's a big wound in the psyche of the people of the subcontinent. And today, I'm so glad we have a country to call their own. But you, you've heard of Akhand Bharat, right? I'm sure.
Yes, yes. I mean, we have our own bunch of crazies, but we've kept it together. And look, uh, at the end of the day, unlike you guys, you know, have you forgotten about 1971 and Bangladesh became separating from Pakistan and Muslims kind of butchering Muslims? Have you forgot about all that?
Look, man. All that aside, is there any way we can convince the kids to reconsider?
Well, I've already spoken to Shilpa, and believe me, I explained to her over and over again how her life would be so much easier if she just married within her caste, within her religion.
Okay. And
She says that she loves Adam, and in this day and age, they live in America. They can have their own lives. There's no joint family system getting in their way. And, she says that she and Adam, they're not religious. And so why should they get religion get in their way? Why? It's not a
well,
barrier for them.
she's delusional. I have never been religious, but you see how it come back to haunt me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But, with you guys, it's like built into your DNA.
No, come on, Rajiv. You you know this is the Hindu psyche in you. Even if someone from a Muslim family is agnostic, you guys put a Muslim stamp on them.
Imran, look, I didn't come here to argue about religion or India or Pakistan. It's just a tangent. And, that conversation will get ugly really fast. But what I want to talk about is my daughter, man. I really want to talk about her future. If your wife continues to make my daughter feel awkward and unwanted, it's going to hurt Shilpa the rest of her life. And
Uh,
I don't want that.
yeah, I get it, but I don't know. I'll talk to Rahila. Is there any way we can avoid the mandap at the wedding? I simply can't stand the thought of standing in front of a puja.
Okay. Okay. Let me get this straight. I know your wife, Rahila, was uncomfortable with all this. And, I hate to say, she even sounds a bit bigoted, but I didn't know that you were against the Mandap too.
Look, I've been to your house for Diwali, but there is a reason I never ate the prasad.
Oh man, I am dumbfounded. And, frankly, Imran, I'm so offended.
Look, this is just an example how difficult things will be if the kids carry this out.
What do you want me to do, Imran? The kids are 26 years old. I just can't take Shilpa back to Delhi and marry her off to somebody. You can't do that with Adam. We're gonna have to work this out.
I'm not sure how this will work out, Rajiv. This is really stretching our limits as a family.
Yeah, yeah, it is. And it's stretching our limits as friends. And I thought that we would be able to withstand this. I thought our friendship was strong.
Look, before we say things that irrevocably damage our relationship, let's just stop talking about it tonight at least. I'm not sure what to do about this, but maybe if we just see how it unfolds, we can possibly come to a solution.
There are no solutions that we need to come to, Imran. The kids are going to get married regardless of what we think. I've accepted this. I really have. And I think you should too.
Yeah, I've thought about it, but and I get it intellectually, but my heart won't accept it, man. As much as I love my son, my heart just won't accept it.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Imran. I really am. So where do we go from here? Now what?
I don't know. I don't know, Rajiv. I just don't know. I maybe we should talk to the kids in one room together with all of us in there. I don't know.
Maybe, maybe.